There are rumours that Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury are in the process of negotiation. But who gains the most? Many feel that Fury's legacy risks the bigger dent, while Joshua stands to elevate even further. There are also talks about Joshua's training, Ben Davidson's role, U6 team influence, and tactical paths on how to beat Fury. Motivation, coaching choices, and contractual demands, rematch clauses, gloves, officials, these all add layers. With variables everywhere, this potential fight is about leverage, strategy, psychology, timing, and ultimately pride. So allegedly, there is talks of negotiation between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Now, one of my questions is, who benefits the most from this? Who benefits the most? I think Tyson Fury has the most to lose, while Anthony Joshua has the most to gain. The reason for this is because many believe that Tyson Fury has the better legacy. Of course, they both have great legacies. Therefore, if Anthony Joshua beats Tyson Fury, that idea will be challenged and maybe reversed. There is also a secondary rumour that Anthony Joshua has left Ben Davidson and gone to train with the Usyk team. The first thing to recognise is that because Joshua is training with the Usyk team does not mean that he's left Ben Davidson necessarily. Fighters, when not in camp, can go to other boxing environments. Personally, I think Ben Davidson is a great trainer. Therefore, leaving Ben Davidson may not be a great idea. Ben Davidson has trained Fury and would be a useful strategic aid in this fight. If the fight is negotiated, how does Anthony Joshua beat Tyson Fury? How does he do it? Tyson Fury lost to Usyk, but Usyk is a southpaw. What does that mean? It means different stance, different punching angles. It's totally different. Against Ngannou, Tyson Fury was susceptible to the left hook counter. Also, bodywork would be a good investment. I think trying to box Tyson Fury on the outside is a bad idea. But at the same time, Joshua would need to increase his jab activity and increase his feints. If Joshua can win the battle of the jabs, he has a real chance. Jabbing on the feint and counter-jabbing will be crucial, I think. Additional to this, I think he needs to be creative with his punching. Creative punching in the key. Think of the right uppercut to the head, left hook to the body, punch combinations that are body, head, body, etc. When Tyson Fury holds, which is something he tends to do, Joshua needs to explode with power. An old pro's trick is to put your hands on your chest so that your opponent can't grab them, and then you can unleash the power punches. Stepping to the right for that short left hook and creating a minimal target on the inside would be essential. If Tyson Fury shortens his punches, he needs to hurt Tyson Fury with counters. So there are a variety of approaches that Joshua can use to win this fight. I would argue, maybe controversially, that Tyson Fury looked good in the Usyk fights, despite losing both fights. At certain points in the first fight, he looked sensational. Turning southpaw, feinting, and then punching, he showed some great skills from the orthodox and from the southpaw position. The problem was that in the first fight, he could not maintain his shape and defense. The second fight, Tyson Fury maintained his composure and his shape and was more disciplined. However, he did not have the same special moments and he did not have the same level of boxing innovation. Tyson Fury, though, is still a very dangerous fighter. He is multifaceted with boxing intelligence. Only Anthony Joshua knows the answer to the question with regards to how motivated he is. It would appear from the outside looking in that Anthony Joshua is a consummate professional. He trains hard and he respects the sport. It feels like, again from an outside looking in, that he is a perfectionist. It would not surprise me if he puts a lot of pressure on himself to perform. I think Anthony Joshua would train so hard for this fight because he really wants the victory. If that premise is true, he will come to that fight prepared. But sometimes when you want something so bad, it can affect you psychologically. Anthony Joshua's team will be important for this fight because Joshua needs the right mindset and he needs the right strategy. If Ben Davidson is not on board, I think it's a bad idea for Anthony Joshua. But for the sake of argument, let's assume that Ben Davidson has left. Let's think of it as a thought experiment. If this has happened, what should Anthony Joshua do? Let's look at his past to look for clues. His former coach, Robert McCracken, really brought the best out of Joshua. The win over Klitschko was absolutely sensational. Under Robert, Joshua had a consistent jab, a good left hook counter, and could punch in bunches. Now in Joshua's rematch against Usyk, again, Joshua looked really good. In that fight, he was under the guidance of Robert Garcia. That version of Joshua was defensively responsible, had good movement, really good body punches, and punched in phases. Now under the guidance of Derek James, he was more conservative and defensive-minded. This Joshua minimized opponents' attacks but lacked the assertiveness of his own attacks. Now, if I could magically pick any trainer, who would I suggest? For me, apart from Ben Davidson, Bomac would potentially bring the best Joshua to the table. I believe Bomac has a team that could engineer the best version of Anthony Joshua. There are a lot of variables here. One of the issues people are not talking about is the contract, which will make or break the fight. For example, what are the demands in the contract? Is someone asking for more? Will there be stipulations such as rematch clauses, glove sizes, referee selection, etc.? The negotiation process is often complex. The reason for this is because everyone wants to get paid more and everyone wants an advantage. Ultimately, Joshua Fury is a calculus of risk, reward, and legacy. Fury remains dangerous and layered, but Joshua's hunger, discipline, and targeted tactics, busy jab, body investment, and creative counters offer a credible route to victory. Coaching stability matters though. So does the contract's fine print. If Joshua aligns mindset with method, he could seize the moment. If Fury restores rhythm and control, he reasserts supremacy. Either way, the stakes are enormous and the pressure is suffocating, and the margin for error is vanishingly small for both men alike.